Opinion polls are showing US President Barack Obama may have to step up his game. A survey from Reuters Ipsos shows his Republican challenger Mitt Romney is tied with the president amongst likely voters. Well, it's the latest in several polls to show a drop in support for Obama since last week's presidential debate. A Pew Research Center poll of likely voters on Monday put Romney on 49%, 4 points ahead of Obama. In mid-September, the same poll had Obama ahead by 8 points. And a Gallup poll 3 days after the debate found Obama and Romney tied on 47% each. Well, now a Gallup poll is showing Romney actually holds a slight edge over Obama of 49 to 47% among likely voters. Jason Johnson is a former congressional campaign manager and a professor of political science at Hiram College. He's also the author of Political Consultants and Campaigns, One Day to Sell. He says the polls aren't really painting the bigger picture.
There's two major things that have happened. One, Mitt Romney did fantastic in the debate last week, and a lot of people are more enthusiastic about him than they were before. But more importantly, what you're seeing is in Gallup released a poll on Monday showing that Barack Obama was up by 5, and then on Tuesday they released a poll that shows that Romney's ahead by 2. Why do we see these differences? Because one is taking a look at registered voters and the other is looking at likely voters, and that will give you completely different results on a poll. Everyone in America is really watching the statewide polls. What's happening in what we call FLOVA, Florida, Ohio, and Virginia, FLOH and VA. If Florida and Ohio and Virginia, if those states begin to change and if they begin to shift towards Mitt Romney, then we've seen a fundamental change in the race. But right now, most polls show that Barack Obama retains a lead in Ohio, he retains a lead in Virginia, he retains a slight lead in Florida, and those are the 3 states that this whole election is really going to come down to. The last poll that I saw this morning was by a very sort of reputable polling organization. Ohio is still in the Obama column by 3, but this is something else that's really important. Today is literally the last day to register to vote in the state of Ohio, but early voting began last week, and a lot of heavily Democratic counties have seen a huge increase in early voting, which is a key part of Obama's strategy. Early voting is actually up by 30% this year over 2008, and that sort of suggests that Barack Obama might already have some money in the bank even before the actual November election date.